Operation Sindoor highlights the importance of being prepared for every possible scenario. From your experience, what lessons can management professionals take from the armed forces?
See, the success or results, they do not come overnight. It requires long preparation, unlike armed forces, where we continuously remain prepared for any eventuality. It is the practice, a system which we implement, and a program. Like we have all kind of plan of action A, B, and C. We do not believe or do not depend on a particular plan. Whenever we work it out, we make plan A, plan B, and plan C. So in case plan A fails, immediately we shift on plan B and plan C to ensure that whatever we have planned is a success.
In armed force operations, precision can be a difference between success and failure.
Absolutely right.
Translating that to business, what practices can a management professional adapt to ensure flawless execution and reduce the margin of error?
The most important factor is your training and your continuous practice. If you are trained on a particular system and if you get absolute hands-on experience, I am sure things can be better. And in corporate world also, similar things will follow. Certainly you can add something else on that.
See, the basic thing, as sir said, training is of immense importance. And unlike in the armed forces, in civil organizations, the focus at times gets shifted because of various considerations of profitability, being up in the market. All that would definitely follow if you have a team which is well trained and which has got loyalty and integrity towards the organization. So organizational loyalty is one thing which probably is a wee bit lesser in the corporate world than what probably is in the armed forces. So if the leaders or the managers can ensure by their way of conduct and the certain local policies, there are policies which the company has, and under that guidelines you have local policies wherein the guys remain answerable to the company and accountable to themselves for delivery. So that can give you the precision what the weapon systems probably in the armed forces would achieve, and the kind of dedication. There are umpteen number of examples of dedication in armed forces, and similar kind of dedication would come up. We have seen in the over the development of weapon systems and other ancillary systems in the defense sector. Similar kind of accountability and responsibility can be brought in corporate world also. Only the point of view needs to change. That's all.
Since you mentioned leaders, my following question is leadership and uncertainty.
See, leadership, if I can define it in one line, is to lead from the front. If you expect your guy to do certain thing, then oneself as a leader should be sure that I am able to do this thing slightly better than what I am expecting my subordinate or my colleague to do that. I'll give you an example of Kargil war. The officers who were of the age of 21 and 22 years, these guys were leading from the front. They knew that when they are climbing the hill, the Mujahideens or the Pakistanis were firing from the top. They were extremely exposed, and a youngster of 21, 20 years of age, of rank of captain or sub-lieutenant maybe, he is leading the men. He did not tell them to you go ahead and I will follow you. He said, "मैं आगे जाता हूँ." And that is exactly what, if it is implemented, rather than expecting somebody to deliver what you yourself cannot, that would be probably not motivate your subordinate or your colleague to do what you expect him to do.
What I understand, sir, from you is that there is a difference between leadership and decisive leadership.
Very true.
I will also add in this the leader should believe in teamwork. He should not go on by himself, thinking that he will demonstrate or he can achieve the task. The task can be achieved better when the team works together. So he has to carry his team and his subordinates along.
To know what can corporate managers learn from armed forces
Yes.
about ensuring seamless coordination and trust across.
We in the army, we have a gun called L-70. This gun, prior to Sindoor, when we were using this gun in the field, you require 3 men to operate that gun. One person, he looks out for the target. The other person, he loads the projectile, and the third one moves the turret to fire the projectile. Okay. Unless until there is, they are well trained firstly, and there is seamless coordination between these three, the target cannot be shot down by this L-70, and the time frame would compress in terms of receiving the information and firing the gun. Will depend on how well the team is trained together. So if the team is trained together well, the thing they achieve in about 20 to 22 seconds, and if they are not, it would take even beyond a minute, wherein you will lose the target. Same thing can be extrapolated to the corporate world as well.
Thank you very much, sir.